There are times where silence is not golden, honestly. There are times where sometimes you need to speak. You need to speak and speak very loud, and you need to put your feet on the ground and make your position known. You see, sometimes some people say the best answer to a fool is silence, but I think that is not in all cases because when you see silence to be golden, in most cases, there are times where that silence becomes a weapon that is fashioned against you. And by the time you make up your mind to begin to speak, by the time you make up your mind to begin to take your position and take a stand, a lot of things would have gone wrong. And sometimes you even become, instead of being seen as a victim, you become the one that is to be blamed. Why didn't you speak? Why didn't you say something? When this started, why did you allow it to take this long before you speak out? I'm not saying this with reference to any particular situation, but I believe that silence is not always golden. There are things around that are happening around you that your silence is permitting them to happen. Sometimes you even go as far as losing your place because of silence, because you refuse to speak, because you believe in the power of silence. And I think the Bible will say that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. And that's to tell you that sometimes silence can cause a lot of things to go wrong. So when you need to speak, speak. When you need to shout, shout. When you need to speak very loud, speak loud and let your voice be heard. Sometimes even when you think that what that you will not be listened to, let it be on record that you did not keep quiet, that you spoke out. So that when things start turning around and it turns out that you are right, people will look at you and say, you said it. Or when it is time for you to fight and you stand up to fight, you will say and initially you make reference to the fact that you spoke about it, but you ignored. So silent is not always golden. Think about it.